Hello everyone, my name is Chris Joseph. Welcome back to my space, my corner of the internet, the corner of my brain that I have decided to share with the world. Today I'm really excited because, well, not really excited, I should say, disappointed because I am going to be talking about Lil Boosie. I was about to say Lil Boosie Vert, but that is not his name. Lil Boosie and the Lil Nas X situation. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I have been loving following the journey of Lil Nas X. Just as a person who is really in tune and in love with pop culture and pop music, I have loved watching Lil Nas X grow. One thing about it is Lil Nas X and his team are doing this pop rollout spectacle well, because part of really being a pop star is a spectacle. You know what I mean? And Lil Nas X just gets it. Now, with all that being said, not every single thing that he does I'm living for, right? There are some things that are questionable, but we move, you know? It's just been so beautiful and interesting and fun and funny to watch a young, black, queer, dark-skinned man do this pop star thing and do it so fun and do it so well. It has been really fun to watch, especially for me who, like, I love this stuff. You know, I love it. I just seen recently he is filming a Maury spin like promo episode, and it's just like, who thought of that? Like, who thought of that? They need a raise, period. Anyways, I have loved, you know, watching and following along, but part of following the Lil Nas X pop culture stuff, I have been noticing things from a rapper named Lil Boosie. And I really wanted to talk about it just because, being a young black boy that was raised in a church and raised in a community with a lot of Christian culture stuff, I see a lot of similarities to a lot of the beliefs and the systems and the ways that Lil Boosie is speaking, and it really scares me. And I don't think that it's okay. And so let's unpack. All right. All right. So I have to take a deep. You know what? Let me get water break. Hold on. I have to take a deep breath because Lil Boosie, it is exhausting. Imagine how tired we are. It is exhausting to still constantly be talking about the same things, especially when, okay, no. Lil Boosie Vert, not Lil Boosie Vert. I mean, Lil Boosie is a 38-year-old rapper from Louisiana. His biggest hit is a song called Wipe Me Down. I think that's a song that they be playing at, like, the college black functions. A lot of, you know, strolls be happening to that. I believe so. But I haven't seen a bop or heard a bop from Lil Boosie in Lord knows when. I have never seen him on the charts. I have never, and I be following, so if I'm missing something, please let me know. But I have not seen anything recently, as of late, as of like the last 10 years from Lil Boosie. But we move. He has constantly been attacking Lil Nas X and I think this started when Lil Nas X made out with his backup dancer on stage. Now, this is going back to the pop culture blueprint, right? We always have, like, about every 5 to 10 years, we always have a on-stage, on-camera, make-out, kiss thing that kind of just, like, shocks everybody. Back in the 2000s, we had the classic Madonna, Britney, and Christina. That was a three-way. Wait, was it a three-way? Is that considered a three-way kiss if they did one by... Anyways, we had that. I remember at the MTV Movie like awards, sometimes like they give out like the best kiss and somebody kisses there. That usually doesn't really do much. Yeah, the MTV the movie awards never really gave. It's always like more so like the pop girls that really know how to like shape stuff up. But yeah, so Lil Nas X, you know, he decided to follow suit. Like, he wanted to have an onstage kiss. Now, this was at the BET Awards, which is usually, we don't see that. Usually, when we see like a moment, it's on MTV. Because MTV is known as that crazy, outrageous stuff. Usually, it's at the VMAs. Lil Nas X did his at the BET Awards. Now, I think this was intentional because I think Lil Nas X wants to make sure that it is known that I am black. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like he wants to grow in the black young fan base. And it's working. It's working because we're here and we see you, right? But we move. Lil Nas X made out with his, I believe boyfriend or dance partner, whatever. It causes a commotion and a ruckus, and here goes Lil Boosie on live. He talks about how he's setting his sons up for success to be a man. We're gonna get into it. And he shares on live that he paid adult women to perform sexual acts on his sons and his nephews when they were as young as like 10 to 12 years old. Children. Now, this, I don't even know where to start. This is so problematic because I feel like this is like the mindset of so many black men, and it is painful. And I feel like we have to realize that this is harmful. So while he's talking about Lil Nas X is bad for the youth, you are allowing children who you have custody of to be assaulted, to be essentially by grown women. As a child, you cannot consent to sexual acts, especially with an adult. That does not work. So whatever it is, especially with an adult, that is not consensual. That is assault. That is. So this man has gotten on a platform in front of millions of people, agreeing to the fact that this boy making out with another person is bad for kids, while you have paid adult women to perform sexual acts on your children. You should be ashamed of yourself. And what the kicker is I see Christian male influencers who are hyping him up and who are sharing his lives and who are agreeing with him. Now, here's the thing. I feel like problematic, you know what, no. Water break. What really scares me is that we are still living in a time where people feel that it would be better for a young boy at 10 years old, at 10 years old to be sexually assaulted by a grown woman than to see someone on TV sharing a kiss. First of all, Lil Nas X has nothing to do with children. If your kids are watching VMAs and BET Awards performances where, you know, people are on stage twerking and bopping and talking about all types of things, then that is on you, right? No one is here to censor themselves to protect your children. That is your job and no one else's. Like, first and foremost. Second of all, I do not think it is a bad thing for a child to see other people kissing on stage. Like, I don't think that's as traumatic as you would think. If anything, they're going to ask you questions, and it is a good time to talk about consent and sex and how, this is for something that you share later on in life. And you should talk to me about it first, so I am made aware, and that I can protect you, and I can make sure that no one harms you, because this can be taken out of proportion and so many different things. This is a great time to talk about and to protect your child from being assaulted by adults and other children. Like, I don't think that that is a bad thing. If anything, if we were as a society, if we did a better job at speaking to our kids about these things way sooner, to protect them and to educate them, I feel like we would be in a whole different, like, a lot of things that happen to children will not be happening. It's sad that Lil Nas X, a lot of like the video and like the content that is out there is tied and connected to Lil Boosie, because it's not worth it. Like, he should not have to deal with that, and I'm so sorry. So we get to a point where recently Lil Nas X had a Instagram live, and he shared that he has a song jokingly coming out with Lil Boosie. Again, the king of PR, the king of trolling. We know his background is on Twitter, so he has tough skin, better than me, because Twitter can be a beast. His background is on Twitter. He is a professional troll, so we know what we are, getting into. Lil Boosie Vert, oh my gosh, he hears this, right? And he tweets out a bunch of homophobic, horrible, just ranting about a bunch of mess, and attacking and verbally assaulting Lil Nas X Montero. And when he was on this big rant, he really said, you should yourself. And I don't want to say it because I don't know how this works on this platform, but basically insinuating that Lil Nas X should not be here on Earth. The reason why Lil Nas X means so much to so many people is that they have felt like, because of their queerness, that they should not be here. That they are less than human, that God does not see them or love them, or I believe has put them here on earth for a reason. And the fact that thousands of people retweeted this statement where this grown man, this 30-something-year-old man was attacking a young adult and basically saying that he shouldn't be here on Earth because he made out with his partner or his backup dancer or whatever, is really sad. It's really sad. And I made a live, I think a couple of months ago, and I basically said that Lil Nas X will never lose, because he is giving affirmation to people who have never received it. And this goes to all people, not just men, not just women, all people. Not even just people outside in the world, but people in the church as well. A lot of times we feel like because somebody does something that they no longer deserve to be here, they no longer deserve to have basic human rights. They no longer deserve to be treated with the same respect as everybody else. And that's not right. That's not biblical, and it's not right. I do not agree with that, and I will not be standing for that, and that is why I will never respect Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie is a loser. Not only for that, but also for the harm that he has caused on children in his household, in his family, and the harm that he is causing now on public platforms, attacking people. And the fact that people are retweeting it and sharing it and agreeing with it, you need help. You need help. I don't even know what to do, but you do need help, because lives are at stake. Because these are people who have children, who have legacy that they can leave, and I'm scared. The kids are not all right. Like, I am scared. I'm scared. So, where do we go from here? Why am I here? I have always cared deeply. After all of, like, the things with, pop culture, I'm a Disney Channel enthusiast. I talk about Disney all the time. What I want to do in this space, besides talking about, like, the fun stuff, besides, dissecting the news and pop culture, I want to have a space for men, especially men who have not been affirmed in their manhood or their humanity, in their feelings and emotions, in their spiritual walk. As I grow, you'll see, and I hope you will grow too. I wanted to specifically talk about this because I know exactly how that feels to be a young black boy who's navigating queerness, right? Who's navigating faith and manhood and blackness in this country, who's not been affirmed by other men in your life, and who wants to express your love for theatrics and music and pop and quirkiness and all of these things, and who is met with pushback every single time, who is met with pushback in every single space that you enter. This is something that Lil Nas X has to deal with in every single space that he enters. And I know I do not want to become like a Lil Nas X apologist, but I understand on a deep level those feelings that he may be experiencing. And even with his success, even with his fans, there are still people that are literally wishing that he was not here anymore, which is heartbreaking. And so many queer black boys have to deal with the same thing. And that is heartbreaking. There are so many talented people who are not being cultivated in a safe environment with their gifts and their talents and their flamboyance and their queerness, whatever that might look like. And they are not being taught and groomed in a proper way, in a helpful way, as you do for like a plant or like a seed. And I wonder what that looks like when you are grown and that has not been happening for you. You kind of have to do it yourself. And I'm on that journey for myself. I feel like Lil Nas X is on that journey. But I wanted to point this out because it is harmful. The things that Lil Boosie talks about and the ways in which he attacks Lil Nas X is harmful. And it causes pain. It causes death. And if you are aligning with those things, I can't message you. Like, I can't mess with you. Like, this is not what, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, if you are aligning yourself with these ideals and this rhetoric, especially if you pride yourself in being a follower of Christ and you are aligning yourselves with these ideals and this rhetoric, I want you to know It's not giving what you think it's supposed to give. It's not giving what you think it's supposed to give. It's not. I want to end with Lil Boosie is a loser. Lil Nas X is a king. Even if he messes up and makes some mistakes. Now, I wasn't messing with the shoes, right? Like, we can call a spade a spade. I didn't like all of the things that he does, right? I did not buy the shoes. I'm not messing with the shoes. I don't do anything in that realm because it is very real. A lot of people. I'm gonna make another video about the problematic things in the queer space that I feel like we just have to go along with. It. No. But I love seeing a dark-skinned black young man doing this pop star thing, doing the spectacle, being flamboyant. Now we can still work on the choreo being a bit more crisp. We can still work on the vocals, you know, hitting a little bit more differently, but we move like it's you're doing it. I get it. I'm here for it. So I hope that this made sense. I hope you come back. Again, I'm going to be sharing a lot of different content here and just talking my mess. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I will put it down in the description below. I hope you guys have a great day. Again, thank you for being in the space with me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, y'all. Oh, and Lil Boosie is a loser. Thank you.